At the time of the event, I would suggest that you record it on a CD. I use a professional grade Marantz CD recorder and player. It's available online. You're going to get it for less than $1,000. You can say, Dr. Bob, that's some money to spend for a recorder. But what you're going to do is going to pay for it in the long run. Read on. It will pay for itself over time because see, you're going to be selling CDs. I make the teleworkshops available on a CD with an embedded outline on the disc. I sell this for $7 for those who want it and have paid for the event but did not decide to get on that night. So I don't just send out these CDs willy-nilly. They're going to have to pay for it. This is not for non-conference people. So if you're not on the teleworkshop, I'm not going to send you a CD. They paid for the event once, and they're going to pay something again if they miss. So I think that's really important because you can spend a lot of time and energy. At one point, we'll have it on the internet. I would not start providing CDs free for anybody because what's going to happen is you're going to create a nightmare of producing CDs. So we will have, in the future, on iTunes, for those who have missed the call or they want to get the information, it's going to be higher than my normal retail fee of $12.95. It more than likely will be $13.95 or higher. So you might be saying, okay, Dr. Bob, what are you saying to me? So let's say I do a teleworkshop on thyroid. So a person's going to be able to go to the thyroid. We're usually going to have these 2 months behind. So if I do one in December, we'll have August available so they can listen to it online. They're going to pay $13.95. I will have other available programs on iTunes for a smaller price. So if you were to go to my webpage right now, druglessdoctor.com, look at products and information, I have CDs available there for $9.95. Our goal is going to have those same CDs available on iTunes for $4.95. I do not duplicate the information that I have available on my CDs on my webpage that are the teleworkshops. Teleworkshops are specifically done one time per month. That other information is not available on my webpage. I use a Shure, S-H-U-R, a wireless microphone for recording that's on my lapel. Make sure you have that little foam on top of it. It stops bursts coming from your lips that you can pick up on a CD when you have a high quality Marantz recorder. You can merge your outlines on the CD with the audio version. I have a neural software program that I use to create the CDs. It's very, very easily. You could just merge those together, that CD with the audio. That data and the audio is very easy to do. When you place your programs on iTunes, you can charge for them. You want to charge a bit more, like I already mentioned to you, than the ones that you get online. And you can use these iTunes to gift people when they sign up for your workshop. You might say, what are you saying, Dr. Bob? Once again, if you go to my webpage, druglessdoctor.com, look at products, look at CDs. Those CDs are not the teleworkshops. We will send those to people when they sign up. You just want to give them an opportunity to get a free. It's all about passing on information. At the time of the event, stand up. Have your notes ready. Standing creates energy. People pay for energy. Look over the pages several times before you give the presentation so you're sharp. And make sure you double check all your blanks are filled so you don't draw a blank when you go over the material. You can give the listeners an opportunity to ask questions via email. I have them send them into a predetermined email address. Do not use your regular email address. I have one set aside for the workshop. I have someone receive them and print them for me. I usually answer them at the last couple of minutes. Now, we don't do this at every teleworkshop. It just depends. You can always sense after teleworkshop if people start asking you a lot of questions what type of presentation you get. It all depends on the topic and how many questions you might be asked. I do not continue to answer questions after the event. You do not want to become a slave to your attendees. You are creating a unique training experience with them. That's a very important statement. You're creating a unique training experience. You are not becoming the private consultant for free. I have a crescendo in my voice. I do that a lot. I speed it up, slow it down, raise my voice, but you want to have energy. You might have a couple of extra pages at the end of your notes to act as a buffer. As you're coming to the end, you don't necessarily want to speed up. You want to just have that information available for them. I pace myself. So at the end, I don't have to speed up. I can suggest they read the rest of the material. Okay, so if you run out of material, I can fall back on the notes. They can read. It doesn't have fill in the blanks, but there could be an article. So at the end of my fill in the blank information, I always have a little bit of buffered notes that I can refer to. So let's say it's 10 minutes to the hour, you have 10 minutes to go, you went through all your information. I just feel that it's important to have something else available to them that you can discuss and then you can read. When you close the end of your program, have the next available and invite them to refer a friend. Make sure you have your web page on the outline. Ask for testimonies. When you go back online after you finished your hour, you can ask people to send you emails. So then when you do your promo tip, which I showed you on the last part of the Tele Workshop series that we did here, you're going to have nice testimonials and people are going to just really appreciate seeing that other people have enjoyed what you're doing. You're going to want to send out a letter to those people who have just ended their 12-month program when their tenure is over, inviting them to rejoin at a savings. I send a letter out for the yearly renewal. We do re-sign many of these every month. It's very easy. They want information. It's low budget, but your goal is volume, volume, volume. These are the ones who already been on for 12 months. I would make one of your goals to have 1,000 of these individuals that you want to have year after year after year. Now this is significant. Teleworkshops provide an awesome return for the time and the finance expended. You're going to create revenue in a variety of ways. You're going to sell more books, you're going to sell CDs, and other intellectual property. What your market is, what you're creating for people is intellectual property. You're going to create consultations for attendees interested in one-on-one coaching. So you could be a coach depending on what your area of expertise is. You could create speaking engagements for those who are interested in bringing you in for more in-depth training. I've been invited to speak at several large organizations because people read my weekly nuggets and teleworkshop invitations. And so you can be invited to go speak at large areas and sell more books and more product. So it's all about you increasing your web on the internet, always looking for people that you can affiliate with. I would encourage you to pursue a teleworkshop. You can complete these very easily, very cost effectively. It's going to position you as an expert in your field. I guarantee it. You're going to have a huge benefit. It's going to be global. Your goal is global participation. I receive emails daily from around the world. I am telling you, it's just been spectacular. I'm going to encourage you to go for it. You will be very, very glad you did. I promise you're going to be so awesomely excited about this information. So for all of you watching, and you recently trained with me, I would suggest you join me. www.druglessdoctor.com. That's www.druglessdoctor.com. Link to the teleworkshops, which I showed you at the beginning of this presentation. Watch several of the short videos. We have those videos available on YouTube. And every day we get requests from people because and I would encourage you, go to YouTube and type in the word female hormones. I'm going to show up. Go to Google, type in the word female hormones. I'm going to show up. Blogging. All of that is going to be making a huge impact on the entire world. Make the wise, educated decision to join me. I promise you, you'll be glad you did.